You are live. Good evening. Welcome to Cole's Place. My name's Colin. Great to have you along. Thanks for tuning in to This Seems Funny to Say It. Thursday night live. We normally do Tuesday night, don't we? It's Thursday night. It is just about gone 10 past 10 p.m. UK time. I'm coming at you from live from a very, very stormy, wet, windy Bournemouth. How are we all? Welcome. My name's Colin. I'm based here in Bournemouth, south coast of England, where tonight we're right in the middle of Storm. I've forgotten what it's called. Storm Gerrit or something. I don't know. Storm Goretti, Goblin, whatever it's called. It's wet and windy. Let me know where you are. If you're new to the channel, a massive welcome. Go live normally on a Tuesday, but I'm doing some random lives at the minute. Normally live on a Tuesday. If you're new to the channel, you can subscribe by hitting the subscribe button because it's free and you just press the button down below. Whether you're new or not, you can hit the thumbs up. That'll push the live out there and show me that you love me. And you can also hit the little bell down below, which will give you notifications of when I'm putting up fantastic videos or when I go live. There we go. How are we all? Welcome. If you didn't tune into Tuesday night or you've not seen it on catch up, a massive happy new year. I don't even know what day it is. I know it's Thursday. Is it the 7th, 8th January? Still in don't know the date mode. If you're not new to the channel, massive welcome. Just thought I'd go live tonight. I was sat there this afternoon. I knew the football was on. Liverpool-Arsenal, great game. We should have won. But I thought, you know what? I normally work on a Thursday night, but I'm not at the moment. So I thought, you know what? I'll either do one or two things. I'm going to go out and do some filming. Then I saw the weather forecast. And then I thought, in that case, I'll go live. So I stuck a little notice up for go live just for half an hour or so, give everyone a chance to come in and say hello. Right, I'm just going to go in on my other phone. JBM says I'm late. I'm not late, Jay, because I didn't specify a time. I said after the football, and the football has finished, and here I am. Was watching you travel. Good evening, Stuart. How are you, JBM? Anyway, yeah, missed you in Bournemouth, mate. Sorry, I wasn't around Wednesday. When were you here? Wednesday, wasn't it? Tuesday, Wednesday. Tuesday, we went over. We went down to. We went down Torquay way, Saf and myself, and then yesterday I was out and about, just chasing my tail a little bit. So sorry, missed you, mate. Stuart Donnelly, good evening, Stuart. Just watching your travel day vlog. Oh, nice one, mate. Thanks very much. I've got a couple of vlogs. That was from when I went for my birthday back in December. I've got a couple more to put up yet. I've got a couple. I didn't do too many because I was only sort of alive for the first 2-3 days of that week. Then I caught my man flu, didn't I? And we had the big storm over there. Flipping storms follow me. Yeah, so I've got a couple more to go up, which I'll put up over the next day or two. Actually, I've got a couple of vlogs, 2 restaurant reviews they are, right? But I've also got some little drive around vlogs, nighttime ones that are quite interesting. I've recorded them for a purpose for somebody I know, but I'll put them up and you can have a look at them. If you want to look at Tenerife at night from a car point of view, I drive right through the middle of Veronica's at night time, which was a bit airy because it was absolutely heaving. Yeah, so they're going up. So yeah, cheers, Stuart. Hope you're well. Carol Smith, hiya, Carol. How are you? Hope you're well. Hope you're well, Sean. Good evening, Sean. Gutted we never got a goal, but Liverpool shut up shop. Well, I tell you what, mate, we come closer than you lot. A couple of centimetres lower, that'd have been 1-0. Good night, Vienna. And how can you justify? I want an Arsenal fan to come on and justify the behaviour of that little skank at the end who pushed what's his name off the pitch when he's injured. You know what I mean? And hit him with the ball beforehand. Any Arsenal fan could come on and justify that behaviour. Terrible. But anyway, it's a good game. One of the best 0-0s we'll probably see for a while. Martin, good evening, Martin. Evening, Cole, Saffron, everyone. All calm, South Cumbria. You're lucky, mate. It's going mental down here. The further southwest you go, the worse it is. I've got mates in Cornwall. A couple of you saw me post before up on Cole's Place Facebook. They're saying it's the worst they've ever seen it. There's a mate of mine who's lived there all his life, and he said he's never seen the weather so hostile down there, so bad. There's videos of Nuki and Perranporth, all the sort of towns dotted around the coast of Cornwall. People are putting videos up, and there's bits of car and fences and all sorts flying everywhere. There's an Aldi where the trolleys have literally been blown out the car park. They've broke free from the tether. They've been come out the car park and blown up the street. The big finger trolleys, that's how mad it is down there. But yeah, it's calm where you are, mate. Good on you. I know there's a lot of snow down in the Midlands, isn't there? Good evening, Vinny. What? It's nearly past my bedtime, madam. Get away with you, Vinny. You're an all-nighter. Hope you're well, mate. How's sunny Runcorn? Pat Morinson. Good evening, Pat. How are you? Rocky Earth Guy. Hi, mate. How are you doing, Jassy? Go and subscribe to Jassy, Rocky Earth Guy. Chris Godfrey. How are you, Chris? Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. Happy New Year to you and Dion. Damien Hancock, I bet it's blown a gale down your... Let me show Vinny's comments, because he's probably swearing. But it's blown a gale down your way tonight, Cole. Yeah, Damien, it's mad. I might still go out and do a little bit of a short later. I'll see how it is. Dorset, where I am, sort of south... I'm southeast Dorset. Southwest, sort of from here to the left. From here to the west is like yellow. And then you get into Devon and it's on an amber warning. Then Cornwall, ours is silly. And I think the Channel Islands are on a red alert. There's a mate of mine, as well, another mate of mine messaged me before. He sent me a link to a post. He lives in a place just outside a place called Padstow on the north coast of Cornwall. And they recorded a gust of 124 mile an hour. About an hour or two ago, about an hour and a half ago. 124 mile an hour winds in North Cornwall. That is crazy. But yeah, comparatively, Damien, not too bad here, mate. It's very, very windy. It's flipping gusty, and it's poured. It's been raining since... What time did I first go out this morning? Quite early doors. It's been raining most of the day, mate. Absolutely tipping it down. And round about 4 o'clock, the heavens opened here. It was like monsoon. Stuart Donnelly, no storm here on the east coast of Scotland near Edinburgh. Mate, you're lucky. It's all down south tonight, isn't it? Stephen Fegan from Belfast. How are you, Stephen? Hope you well, mate. Hope you well. When I normally get a bit of time to myself, it's either a kip on a couch or watch some porn, or is that just me? That's just you, Vinny. Same in here, Stirling. So Scotland's pretty much weather free. It's us who are getting it. Hey up, Eric's in. Hey up, lad, late one tonight. Yeah, I was just watching a match, Eric, before I go live. I might go out and do a bit of filming, get some of this weather on camera, mate. Hope you well. The big DJ EC. If it's like this tomorrow, Eric, I don't know if the hopping will go ahead. I've got to be honest with you. I'll have to see how it goes. Evening, Deborah Brooks. How are you, Deborah? Hi, Colin, everyone. We've got 29, and I was only expecting about 10 people. You've got nothing better to do on a Thursday than come on here. So, yeah, so I've got no news and nothing tonight. It's just get on for a chat and see how everyone is. We'll see how long we go. When you lot want to go, I'll go. Simple as that. If you want to ask me anything, ask me something, feel free, as long as it's not too rude. I've got a little bit of an update for you in a bit. I've got some SAF news for you in a bit, which is good news. Nothing major, but came through today. But yeah, Central Scotland has escaped the worst. Yeah, we don't want to see your curb crawling vids, mate. I don't really want them out with you. Louise Parks is in. How are you, Louise? We have so much snow. Oh my, yeah. Go on. Hang on. I've gone a bit ahead of myself there. Oh no, what noise was that? It's me telly. Sean, I've just watched your vlog about 11 months ago that came up on my feed showing the old Tenerife uncovered video you found. Great watch. Oh, I know the one you mean, Sean, yeah. There's an old college mate of mine who was involved in the the production of that. He was one of the runners, one of the sort of sound and visual guys from way back when, and he sent me that. That's a cracking. I think it's 90. Can't remember what year he said it was now. 2001, something like that. 99, I can't remember now. I don't know what you mean, where the lad got smacked and all that. Yeah, some good old sights in there, isn't there? It shows how it's changed a little bit not necessarily for the better. Chris Godfrey, Cole, book Saturday 14th of March for Tenerife, I presume, Chris. You're going for St. Paddy's. Yeah, Chris, me and Saf are hoping to do the same. I've provisionally booked the apartments. However, something's come up. We've got a family event up north we were going to fly out on the 15th. And with that weekend, we've got a family event that's come up, which I might not be able to avoid. And that'll knacker up the flights. So I'm not sure if we're going to make it this year, mate. Not going to. I'll know nearer the time. Louise, hi Louise Parks. I did see your name. I skipped Louise. Hope you well. Hope you both well. Yeah, Louise has got the snow. I was about to watch your Tenerife vlog, then got the notification. Double bubble tonight, Deborah. Double bubble. You got a live and a vlog. Nothing for 2 weeks, and you got twice. Pat Moran, what's it like over in the Emerald Isle? Are you getting anything over there? Because I saw the weather system. It's come from that way. You should be getting a smidge of it, shouldn't you? I suppose it depends where about you are. You're Dublin, aren't you, mate? You might be missing it. Sean Collett, I'm a good fan, as mentioned. I can say I'm disappointed with Martinelli's behaviour, unnecessarily, especially such a great player. He is a great player. Doesn't need to do it, does he? He needs a slap, which I'm sure he'll get back in the dressing room. But yeah, doesn't need to be doing that. I know emotions are running high. It was towards the end of the game. He wanted the ball back on the pitch. The kid was literally on the sideline, but he could have made, if that had been a dodgy injury, he could have made it worse, couldn't he? That was my first thought. And you don't throw the ball at him either. I know it wasn't a heavy throw. It was just like a tap, but come on, you know what I mean? But hey, Sean, good game though, wasn't it? Good game. I think probably the fairest outcome. A good point for you and a good point for us, but either team would have been happy with a 3 points, obviously. But we'll see how the season goes, mate. Long time to go yet. Rowley Regis here, West Midlands. I know somebody else who lives there, sure. It's got to be 8-inch deep. Flipping heck. Who was it before on the Willie Rushton, Carl Rushton sent me a picture before of the snow around the Midlands. Mate, keep it up there. Don't want it. Mr. Boy, I was up to Pat then. Yeah, let's whiz through these because I'm a bit behind. Martinelli should have seen red. Yeah, late in the game, you know what I mean? It's going to be so cold. Keir Starmer's got his hands in his own pockets. Anne Elton's in. Good evening, Anne. How are you? How are you, David? Hope you had a great holiday. We do need to catch up. Good to see you back. Good to see you back. I saw some of the photos. I've heard some reports. I've heard some accusations from various people about staying out late and this, that, and the other going on. Honestly, when I'm not in Tenerife, it all goes to pot, doesn't it? When my pure lifestyle and sobering influence isn't around, it all goes to pot when you lot are over there, doesn't it? Hey, I've been hearing, but I hope you had a good time. Sure, I call out Dave. Oh, there you go, David Buller. How's Saf? She's fine, thank you, David. Do you know what? She's caught a bit of man flu, bless her. She's not too bad. She's got college tomorrow. She's sort of in the middle of exam prep at the minute. She's going in tomorrow. I'll tell you more in a minute. We've got a little bit of an update for her. But yeah, she's absolutely fine over there. Bit of man flu. She's dosing up. She's going in, I think she's in tomorrow morning for a few hours. And then she's got some exams next week, quite important ones. But no, she's good. She's proper. She's on form. She's doing well. Off to Hayling Island for the weekend tomorrow. Oh, it's nice over there, mate. Hoping the weather improves a tad. Yeah, I think it's going to calm down a bit, Sean. So it should be all right. Hope the sun comes out. Be nice over there this time if the sun comes out. 120 gust. That's nothing. Try sleeping with Curry. Don't want to try sleeping with your missus, Vinny. Curry or not. It's just you, Vinny. Yeah. Even in Pat, we did enjoy Tenerife, but we have a bad cold. Oh, and you see, this is what happens, isn't it? Una Mines, good evening, Una. How are you? Hope you're well. Rocky Earthline, Carl, how did you find good deals on flights and hotels when you travel? Good question, that, Jassy. I'll be honest with you. I usually fly, as you probably know, from Bournemouth which for some reason with Ryanair is normally cheaper than the likes of Stansted and wherever else. But the downside is you with Ryanair, but they get you there, that's the main thing. So and Bournemouth is literally the airport's on our doorstep. It's 3 mile away, 4 mile away. In terms of accommodation, I literally just shop around, mate. Literally just shop around. Booking.com, Agoda, which is where I booked the last apartment from Park Santiago 2. I do Scotsman Kevin's tip, where you type it, you find the name of a hotel or a complex, type it on Google and put your dates in and they come up, or Airbnb. So I literally shop around. When I know for definite what dates I'm going, I'm on Booking.com and Airbnb literally 24/7 watching, because you see the patterns of the prices, you see the patterns, and you just got to strike and take your chance, mate. I very rarely go with the likes of On the Beach and all them, because I just do it myself, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's just in case you're shopping around, Jassy. But if you've got any tips, I'd be glad to hear them. Everyone's saying hello. So everyone, just started snowing in Runcorn, says Vinny. Breaking news, me and Don, I'm not staying at Paloma. Where are you staying this time? They're going to go somewhere posh. They're going to do an Ann and David or an Alan's homemade vlogs. They're going to go over the road to that Arona Gran. Eric, see how things go. It's dropped off a bit now. It was horrendous early. Just took Luna out for evening walk. Let me know about the up. I'll drop you a message tomorrow. As soon as I know for defo, mate, drop you a message. The boss, nothing for 2 weeks, then 2 turn up at once. Yeah, this is it, really. Back on form. I don't booze when I'm on a live normally. I'm on, and I've told Anne about these smoothies. If you've got a cold or whatever, since I've started drinking these, right, I do feel a little bit more on form. This one, you get them from Aldi's and Lidl's, Naturist smoothies. This one's called Elevate. So if I start hitting the ceiling in a minute, you know what's going on. Apple, grape, banana, strawberry, blackcurrant, and cherry. Super fruity goodness with vitamins. Check it out. I'll show you what it looks like in a glass. It's like a deep red, and they are beautiful. You get, I'm not too keen on the green ones. You get an orange one, which has got like peach and ginger and all that, which are good when you've got a cold, and you get these. Very nice. Rain and cold in Dublin, says Una. Great video from, I would say, around 1999 to 2000. Yeah, I think it was 99, mate. I only went to America's very well. Remember very well, Bobbies and Busby's. Yeah, they were my sort of first era days, I'm sure, to be fair. Bobbies and Busby's, full of all the old gangsters, wasn't it, in them days? Like, British gangsters and Spanish gangsters. Christopher, Hollywood Mirage. Oh, nice one up the top, yeah. Recommended by Scott's Kev, nice. Rainy and cold in Dublin, no snow. Let me catch up. Same in Mayo. Senator Murphy, hi, mate. How are you? Same in County Mayo. We were led astray a bit over there. Now, Cole, we were very well behaved. I find that impossible to believe. Tenerife Tez, how are you, Tez? Who was leading who astray? That is the question of the night. And I've got my suspicions, but they're unconfirmed. But obviously there was certain ringleaders on certain nights. That's all I'm saying. What it was, Tez, me and you weren't there to keep them on the straight and narrow. They need our sober and influence. This is what I'm saying. And you're very well behaved. I think we're talking about the wrong gang. Rocket Earth guy, no, so we never stayed on Mirage. Jamie Priest is in. Good evening, Jamie. Cole, we need to do a video on the positives on mobility scooters, because vloggers are just making negatives on them. Next time I'm over, I'll do it for you, mate. Not a problem. Not a problem. Because the positives on there is outweigh the negatives by far. Did I read or hear the other day in Benidorm or somewhere now? I think it's Benidorm. I read something. Where was it? I read something online in one of the online newspapers. It's not Benidorm, it's somewhere else. From this summer, you've got to prove that you're basically entitled to use one or you need one. You can't just go in and go, there's me 150 quid, I want that for 2 weeks, and spaz around on it. You've literally got to prove that you're entitled to one, Jamie. So yeah, I will do. Remind me next time I'm over, Jamie, and I'll defo do that. And because I know a guy who hires them out as well, not Dan, but I know somebody else who hires them out, and he's very, very strict. But at the same time, he says, I'm losing a coin because the only ones I hire responsibly. But, he goes, whereas I hire maybe 1 or 2 a day, Joe Soap down the road hires out 30 a day because he'll hire them to anyone. So it's a double-edged coin, isn't it? But yeah, will do, Jamie. Good shout. Anne's making excuses about having bad influences. Don't believe it. Sure. Hi, College Minutes for the wife. Got the all clear. Yeah, great news, Sean. Nice one. But flights and all these loans not from Bournemouth over next month is just so expensive. Yeah, I've been looking, Sean, Lanzarote and Tenerife. Yeah, I've been looking, mate, because Saf and I originally wanted to get away the end of this month, right? And then they announced her exam dates and stuff, and it's quite a prolonged exam period. As well as that, Lanzarote, I don't know if you noticed, Sean, Lanzarote, sorry to everybody else who doesn't fly from Bournemouth, but just to give you an idea, Lanzarote were going there and back twice a week up until about 6 weeks ago. Then all of a sudden it went down to once a week. And I can't do a full week in Lanzarote this month or next month. I just can't get away for a full week. So what the idea I toyed with was do 2 islands. So fly out to Lanzarote on day 1, then day 3 get an internal over to Fuerteventura or Tenerife, and then fly back from there, because I can only do 4 to 5 days, you see. So I was going to do 2 or 3 days in one, 2 or 3 days in another. And then I started looking again, and the flights went mental prices. But saying that, St. Patrick's week from here, Bournemouth for St. Patrick's, if you fly out on the 15th, I think it is, which is a Sunday, it's £24 going out, I think, or no, it's £19.99 going out. And then if you come back a week later on the 22nd, it's £24.99. So that's what, 35 quid return. And excuse me, there are certain dates between now and March where you get a week return flight to Tenerife, like between 30 and 50 quid, which is nothing, which is absolutely nothing. Lanzarote is a bit pricier. And then you've got February half term as well, where it goes up to like daft silly money. So yeah, you just got to keep an eye on it, to be honest with you, Sean. Keep an eye on it. I was hoping the introduction of Jet 2 at Bournemouth would give them a bit of competition, but it hasn't, so never mind. First world problems in it, eh? Tez, lots of people asking after you. There have been. Good to see you back on the tracks, Tez. Hope you're well, mate. Johnny has kept the menu from Del Ducky Bar and he still doesn't know what to order. He's probably still drinking his fair pint. Difficult times, Stuart. Says, hope you well. Hope you well. Is that a smoothie you're drinking? It certainly is, Deborah. Naturist Elevate. It is apple, grape, banana, strawberry, blackcurrant and cherry. Check it out. I'm a healthy soul. I'm not like all these Dubliners who just hit the booze, and all these people from Yorkshire who hit the booze, See you tomorrow night, Bud, says Eric. Only 16 thumbs up. Cheers, and yeah, don't forget, hit the thumbs up, people. Let's get some more thumbs up. 35 people in. Let's get 35 thumbs. Eric, hit the thumb before you go. You can let me know about the golf thing next week. I'm off to get an early night for once. Eric, if you're still here, looking at Wednesday for the golf. Wednesday night, 5 o'clock. People, I'm not going out to a golf course playing golf. I've not lost my marbles, right? Don't worry about it, right? It's the pretend golf in the pub that we're doing. I've done a video on it. It's like an indoor golf thing. And we're just going on a bit of crack next week. Well, thank you, Chris. Chris, thank you so much. Nice little super chat. Appreciate that, mate. First one of 2026. Thank you, mate. It'll go in the beer pot. Thanks, mate. You're a legend. Happy New Year to you. Jojo travels and Ian back on Monday. Night Eric says, and evening Trisha, how are you? Hope you're well. Is Gatwick too far to get to from Bournemouth? Not really, Deborah. It's about, I've done it in, it's just up the M3. From Bournemouth to the M25 is usually about an hour and a half. And then you got about another 20, 30 minutes down the M25. So yeah, on a good day, it's about an hour and 3/4, 2 hours. So it's not too bad. I've never flown from there while I've lived here. I've flown from there when I lived in Cornwall, weirdly enough, but I've never flown from there while I've lived in Bournemouth. So no, it's not too bad. Not too bad. Cole, why are thumbnails so important to keep your YouTube channel and videos alive? That's a big question. I know I said ask me anything. Why are thumbnails important? Because they show the potential viewer what your video's about. It's like your shop window, innit? That's what I was told. Are they important? I don't know. I think some channels' thumbnails do better than others. I'm going to be controversial here. If I see a video with a thumbnail that has obviously been created by AI, I don't watch the video because I don't like the AI thumbnails. They're all brown and yellow and orange and cartoony. If I want to watch a cartoon, I'll stick Disney Channel on and watch the real thing. So AI thumbnails personally put me off. Although having said that, I know for a lot of channels they work, but they're just not for me. And I know a lot of people feel the same, but other people love AI thumbnails. I know a lot of creators use them because they're quick and easy to do and everything else. But for me, so AI thumbnails are out for me. I think a thumbnail should be showing precisely what the viewer can expect in your video, a little snapshot, not a cartoon, not something that's entirely irrelevant to their video. So yeah, I think that's why they're important, Jay. Oh God, what have I done here? Oh, I see. Right. If I'm on the rock, Jamie, same time as Josh, show you how they help me to have a better holiday. Yeah, that was the other point I was going to raise, Jamie, funnily enough. I can talk about disabled disability buggies all day long. Maybe Tenerife Tez will be in a better position because I think with respect Tez, he misses who uses one. Saf doesn't have to use one. A video for me as a non-user I'd feel more comfortable making a video about the benefits of them with somebody who actually uses one in the video, because otherwise I'd be trying to find somebody who does use them and ask them what they feel the benefits are. I know what I think the benefits are, but I've got perfectly able to walk about and not use one. Saf's not at the point yet, touch wood, she never will be, where she has to use one, although some days she could do with one, but she won't. So yeah, that's a good shout, Jamie. If we're there at the same time, defo, we'll do it. Not a problem. Well, I'd love to do that video with you, mate. Absolutely. Hope the missus as well, Jamie. Hope you're treating her well. On a slightly separate note, Paddy's Day, me, you, and D. Recipe for disaster. Don't know, Chris. We'll have to see about Paddy's Day. Chris, listen, Chris, I'm not saying we won't be there. What it is, we've got a family thing that's come up, a family sort of occasion, and I'm not sure if me and Saf are going to be able to fly out the day we planned. It might be a case of we come a few days later or a few days earlier and fly back straight after Paddy's Day. I'll let you know anyway. Nearer the time, I never book till nearer the time anyway. Flipping heck, I'll be booking no matter what. I'll be booking St. Patrick's in February. You know what I'm saying? So I'll let you know near the time, mate. Never say never, because I want to go out. I want to be out there. I've done the last 4. I think the last 4 St. Patrick's 20. I didn't vlog. I vlogged last year. I was there last year with Anne and everyone. Year before I was there, I think was Anne and all them there then? I can't remember. Year before was when Eric was with us, I think. Year before that, I was with my mate Kirsty. That was my first year vlogging St. Patrick's. And the year before that was before I had the channel. That was the one after COVID, wasn't it? And I was there just like being a pisshead, basically. Keith Glasgow. Hi, Keith. Happy New Year. Evening. Hope you're well. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you in. Welcome to very windy and wet Bournemouth. Storm, I can't remember the name of the storm. Storm Goretti or something they've called it, or Storm, I can't remember. Trisha, AIs worry me. Yes, same here, Trisha. I think it's people use it too much, and it's going to be one of them in the end. And a bit like how the internet's gone in general, people are going to start using it for the wrong thing. That's my worry. Sean, quick question. Anyone ever stayed at Hovima La Pinta beachfront hotel in Costa Rica? Found a deal for June for 25th wedding anniversary, but reviews are limited. I tell you who has stayed there. I'm sure he has. Prash Travels, who goes with his mum. I'm sure he's stayed there. But if he hasn't, I know somebody personally who has. They don't come on YouTube. They're not YouTube people. They watch my channel. They're personal friends here in Bournemouth. My mate Karen and Bob, they've stayed there. They've stayed there a couple of times in the past year. And I can tell you now, they absolutely love it. I think it was their wedding anniversary not so long ago. I think they were 20-something years. So I'm guessing around about the same age group as yourself, Sean. So, yeah, they love it. They've stayed there a couple of times. They love the location because it's the beach is there, isn't it? La Pinta Beach. You got all the bars and all the restaurants. So yeah, if that's any help, they absolutely love it. So and they've been all round. They've been Lanzarote, they've been Fuerteventura, they've been different parts of Tenerife. They've been all round, but they've been there a couple of times. D wants me to go low key in March. Not going to happen. Right. See how that goes, Chris. I make all my thumbnails all myself as I feel they work better, and I don't like any thumbnails as they change the way you look. Yeah, that's it. The thing is, Jay, horses for courses. For some channels, they do work, and for some creators, they do work. It's just personal opinion, isn't it? Whether you like them or not. Personally, I don't. I think they look awful. Puts me off watching a video because I'm thinking, it just puts me off. Colt, me and Dee are there. Yes, you never know. JB, she's well, thanks. Richard Edwards, good evening, Richard. Good to hear, JB. Hope you're treating her well. Hope she's treating you well. Richard Edwards, so Col, out in a taxi, rough old night in Wales, 99 days to Lanza. Get in there, Puerto del Carmen. Nice one, Richard. Hey, listen, mate, take it easy on the roads. I'm seeing reports and videos from Cornwall and North Devon, and it's pretty hairy out there, mate. Take it easy. That's not bad. What, 99 days, 3 months when you go in? 3 months, where are we now? Middle of January, February, March. Hey, so you're going about Easter, middle of April. Nice. Jay's off to the Channel Islands, Jersey in March for 3 nights. Nice one, mate. Good job you're not there tonight. You'd be blown down the street again. Goretti, that was it, Senin. Thank you. Thank you, Senin. Storm Goretti, named by the French, wasn't it, apparently. Chris says, Dee's told me to go steady. You should have more joy telling Anne and David and Keith to go steady. I jest. We're all as bad as each other. Dee's told me to go under the radar. She better keep you at home then. We're frosted over in Edinburgh. Yeah, to be honest with you, Keith, we've had really heavy frost. I was saying on the live the other night, we don't normally get bad frost in Bournemouth. But this year, this past week or so, it's been really frosty. I've never seen it quite so bad frost-wise in Bournemouth for a long time. And then all of a sudden, last night, somebody turned the channel over and we've gone wet and windy. We've gone into Storm Goretti. So we're now, I think it's about 50, 60 mile an hour gusts here. But the further west you go, as I was saying earlier in the live, Keith, the further west, Devon, Cornwall, Isles of Scilly. There's a mate of mine who sent me a message tonight. Padstow, North Cornwall, just outside Padstow, a village called St. Merrin. They've recorded 124-mile-an-hour winds. Wow. Batten down the hatches. Jassy, for thumbnails, I capture one frame from the video and add my photo to it. I also A/B test sometimes. Yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah, nice one. Your thumbnails are really good, Jassy, to be fair. They do what they say on the tin for the video, don't they? I do like your thumbnails. Same with Jay's. Jay's are good. Mine are flipping awful sometimes. I just, I don't know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? One of my worst thumbnails is on one of my better performing videos. It was the first video I ever did that sort of went nuts, thanks to Scott Kev and his handy hint. If you go back, it was not long after I started. It was probably the video. No, it wasn't, to be fair. It was a video that helped me get over 1,000. I did a walk around Tenerife, round by Playa de las Americas, and then of a night time, I went up an alleyway. in the video, in the daytime, I was hungover, surprise, and I walked around. Where those of you know Las Americas, I started from Pyramides. I walked down the hill towards Veronica's, and next to Leonardo's, there's an alleyway that takes you back up to Pyramides. And over the years, all sorts has gone up there. It's where the ladies of the night go and certain trade deals take place. And all the video was at the end, I said, right, listen, don't walk up this alleyway at night if you're going back to Pyramides or Columbus, because you put yourself in danger. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Ended the video. And I was hungover. And then that night, I went to meet Rick. Rick and Shelley. Rick. I think Shelley was on in, where was it? Churchill's, not Churchill's. What's the one down the street? Dreamers. Shelley was on in Dreamers. And I wasn't drinking because I was a bit iffy. Went to meet Rick, watched Shelley, walked back home, and I got back to Las Americas around about, I was staying in Pyramides. I got back to Las Americas at about 1:30, can't remember the time, late anyway. I hadn't had a drink. I thought, I'm not going to sleep. I was going to go down and film, I think I went down and filmed Veronica's, can't remember. I was down there anyway. I was walking back and I was absolutely knackered. The wave of tiredness hit me and it was flipping hot. I thought, do you know what? I'm going to go against my own advice and go up that alleyway because I can't be bothered walking all the way around all the dodgies. So I went up the alleyway and I filmed it. And I got to the top and there was some proper goings on and stopped filming, got in the hotel, went to sleep. Got the next day, put the video, and I put the little clip of me going up the alleyway at night on the end of the video. And put the video out there. And the thumbnail is just basically a picture of the dark alley. And it's white writing. I can't remember even what the title is. It says, "Don't go up here," or something like that, which is like a proper Scotsman Kevin title in it. Don't do this. And the video just went bananas. It went crazy. My phone was going nuts. And then I think within a day it was on 20,000 views. And it got up to about, before I came home that week, I was only in Tenerife for about another 3 days. It was on 50,000. I think it's on about 70,000 now, something like that. I don't know. But it's an awful thumbnail because all you see is a lamppost and the rest of it's black. So that sort of yes, it does say what it says about the video. It tells you what to expect in the video, but it's not the best thumbnail. It's a crap, awful thumbnail, but it worked. Don't know where I was going with that. Storm Goretti, thank you, Pat. Chris Godfrey, Keith, I'm only on now because Dee's in bed asleep. Maria Goretti, an Italian martyr. Thank you, Senan. That's who they've named it after. Nice one. Cole, are you in touch with Johnny Vlogger? I've not seen him recently on YouTube. Hope he's okay. I can be in touch with him, Deborah. I'll send him a message if you want me to. I've not been in touch with him lately. I was hoping to meet him back in December. That was the plan. But I came down with the flu on the Wednesday and I didn't get out of the apartment after that. The storm came. I was sparked out with man flu. The only time I went out between a Wednesday and when I went home was on the Saturday when we went up to Santa Cruz to see some friends. So I didn't get a chance to see Johnny, unfortunately. And I've not. He did message me before we went we sort of spoke on message. You know, we'll catch up over there. So we sort of half arranged it, but I've not messaged him, not been in touch. I'm sure he's all right. He's probably just busy. Johnny, innit? You know what I mean? He'll pop up. 17 very pro, mate. 2 weeks out there, mid-April. Nice. Tenerife Tez says you should be like me, Chris. I don't drink. Tenerife Tez, you're worse than Anne. All things Keith, just checking and say hi. I'm up at 5 a.m. for work. Supposed on. Hi to Saf. Nice one, Keith. Hope you're well. Okay as well. Good on you, mate. Talking about you before. Your ears must have been burning. I would only ever use AI to make the thumbnail brighter. Yeah, there's that as well. Tim is another one who leads both of us astray. All those you are in the chat now who've not been out with Tez and David, Keith, Chris Godfrey, Tim, and everybody else who's mentioned, have you all noticed the only person who's not been accused tonight of leading anyone astray is Mr. Purity here, because I'm the sober and influence. So all those you're thinking who leads who astray, it's obvious who doesn't. It's obvious who gets led astray, and it's obvious who doesn't lead the others astray. You know what I mean? They're all accusing each other. My name's not coming up. That's all I'm saying. Oh, hang on. I nearly blocked somebody then. I do apologise. No schnapps for me ever again. Don't believe it, Jassy. Keith, I'm from Edinburgh. All things Keith, I think, is Ireland. Yeah, all things Keith is Dublin. Not to be confused. Keith Glasgow and all things Keith, not to be confused. User GQK, I don't know your real name because YouTube doesn't tell us now. It begins with D, and I'm probably going to kick myself because I do know who you are, but I can't think. Talking about Scotsman, Kev, I think his thumbnails need big improvements, keep his channel in good shape. Kev will probably agree with you there, but I don't think Kev's that bothered about tech and thumbnails and being artistic. Kev's more volume than that sort of thing, you know what I mean? He's never said this as much, but I think his thing is, why spend so long doing a thumbnail when I only spend 8 or 9 minutes making a video? That'll be it. He's volume, and he see. Jassy, snaps is dangerous. Snaps is awful. What was that one that everybody used to drink years ago that you don't see anymore? Archer's peach schnapps. Remember when all the pubs used to sell that? Do you remember all them drinks? Archer's peach schnapps. What was that pink stuff? Taboo. That's not a schnapps, is it? Taboo and Mirage. But when you go over Spain or Greece or whatever, I'm guessing you get given all sorts of shit, don't you? You know what I mean? Sambuca's my bogey drink. I can't be drinking Sambuca. You know, black Sambuca, it tastes like licorice, doesn't it? There was one night years ago when I lived down Cornwall. It was me leaving do for my place of work. I was moving to Bournemouth, and they all took me out in a little town called Redruth. If you live in Cornwall, you'll know Redruth. It's one hill, and there's a pub at the top of the hill, and there's a big pub at the bottom that my brother used to run. And there's like, in them days, there's about half a dozen pubs down this hill. So you literally roll down the hill, pub to pub to pub. And we were in the pub at the top of the hill, me and all my work colleagues. And it was our first pub. And we were on the pints. There's about 10 of us. And then we got on the Sambucas, the black Sambucas. My last memory is me spilling my pint over the brand new pool table that was put in there that day. And then, well, that's my second to last memory. My last memory then is getting out the car at me home in Newquay, 15 mile away, because one of my mates brought me home, and it was about 9 o'clock at night. I can't do black Sambucas and Sambucas, Jesus. Yeah, look, all these false accusations coming in. I've obviously done a walk with Tez on Mike's channel in November 2024. Was it a pub crawl, Keith? I know things, Keith. Cole, you are the first culprit for leading us. And how very dare you? You know that's not true. Retract that statement. Chris, are you guys on the rock in May? Do you know what, Jamie? If I don't do St. Patrick's, I will do May. I don't think I'll be able to do them both because I'm going somewhere else. I've got somewhere else planned in May, but I don't think I'll be able to do them both. I was reading a post and it had 13,000 comments. Most are saying stuff like thumbnails, if not good, can put. Dion's asked me to keep low key in March. Chris, you keep saying this. We all know it's not going to happen. Denial is a river in Egypt. And I think you're right. I can remember Col at the Shark Bar. Tez, I thought you were me mate. I've never led anyone astray. I wish Eric was still in the chat. He'd back me up on this. Tez, the Shark Bar is back open, mate. I did remember we were talking about you, me and Gary, because he was asking about you, and I said he's going to be over in his own time, you know. But yeah, Gary's on good form. It's great to see Shark Bar back open. So I'm sure pretty soon enough, Tez will be back in there. First pint's on me. Anyone else ever had raki in Greece? No, that's something else. Raki, isn't that? What am I thinking of? What's the one that's like Pernod? There's Pernod, do you remember that? What's that Greek one that's like Pernod? Is that raki or Ouzo? Can't remember. I'm not a fan of AI as I'm old school, but I do use it to small up the word in my work emails. It's very good for that and makes them sound so much more professional. This is it, Stuart, right? This is it. You've hit me point there, right? If you're using it to enhance or to help and assist, I think it's brilliant. But if you're using it to replace, I don't think it's a good thing. Am I making sense there? So to enhance your emails, to help them iron out any mistakes or to help them sound that bit more professional, I think that's a great thing. I think it's a fantastic tool. But if you're using it to create an email and you're going to send that AI produced email to your boss, I think that's dangerous in the respect that, you know, you've got to really proofread it, haven't you? Because it could come with anything. I think JBM brought up a passage a few weeks back when we were in the car when he was in Bournemouth. He read out this passage on one of these AI things about myself, and the amount of inconsistency and mistruth in it was unbelievable. You know, he said Cole's place, and he even got my daughter's name wrong. You know what I mean? It was just totally out of sync with everything, and it's just a load of crap. But if you use it to enhance, I think, and help, then great. Keith is posh Northside Dubliner. You, Danny, I'm sure you've been on before, mate. I'm sure, haven't you? Bewley, rings a bell. We had a few trees fall down here and 3 guys down. Oh, mate, sorry to hear that. When was that? That's a New Forest, isn't it, Bewley? I keep meaning to come and vlog the Motor Museum in Bewley. Lovely part of the country down there. When are you doing Paris again or going to a new place? I won't be going to Paris. I won't be doing the Disney thing with Saf, I don't think, this year. No plans. She's going with one of her mates to see the new bit that's open. But Saf keeps pestering me to do a Paris trip, not a Disney Paris, but a Paris trip, you know, like a sort of Paris sightseeing, touristy type trip. So we might do that later in the year. I've never actually been into Paris itself. I've been to Disney about half a dozen flipping times, but I've never actually gone into Paris itself, so I'd love to. Well said, Terry. I don't think it was well said. Have you noticed now, right? Have you noticed, people who are involved in the leading astray thing? Have you noticed since I raised that valid point with evidence, they've all ganged up back on me now? Have you noticed? Hey, it's a face of guilt. Gordon Duncanson, hi Gordon, happy New Year. Hope you are, mate. I'm fine, thank you. We met Gary in the bar, lovely guy, cracking photo, man. I haven't got. The thing is with Gary, he doesn't do social media at all, right? I had to show him what YouTube was. He just doesn't do it. But I have got a sort of a way of getting that photo to him. So I'll send it to him, and as soon as I can. But cracking photo. If you want, I'll put it up on my community page if you want, and I wouldn't do it without your permission, but I will do if you want. Ouzo, that was it. That was like licorice, wasn't it? Or like Pernod. JB, have you heard about Dancing Jug is a newspaper, non-local BBC News, 10:20 all location? Well, it's back open now, Jay. They opened back up today. Basically, they've just transferred the sort of ownership, and there's a few things behind the scenes that they had to transfer because the old owner, he's not too well, so it doesn't look like he's going to be able to come back to the business full time. So they had to transfer the ownership, and that was all done very quickly. It was fast tracked. So they're actually back open now. They were back open and fully operational today. All 3 dancing jugs. No problems, all open, all the staff are back. On terms of me doing quizzes and DJing and all that, it is going to happen. They're scheduling it for next month, beginning of February. It may happen sooner, but at the minute, they're concentrating more on getting things on an even keel, getting it back running, and sorting the staff out, which I fully support. So, and I'm enjoying the rest. Keith, no, he wouldn't. Eric was a witness to the first night. He led us both astray. Now, Keith, now you know that all these false accusations are flying in. Good evening, Pam Domain. How are you, Pam? I did see your message, Pam, about the other live. Happy New Year to you. Bad memories with the Ouzo. Everyone's got a bad memory of the first drink they got drunk on, haven't they? Do you remember? Mine was, what was mine? Diamond White cider. I don't know if you Irish people had it over there, but here we had little bottles. They were like, I don't know, they were like the size of a bottle of Budweiser, 350 ml or whatever. It was a cider called Diamond White. The bottle was green and the label was black and silver, but the actual cider was like pale white, hence the name. And I think, from memory, it was about 8%. And me and my mate, it was when I first lived in Bournemouth many moons ago. We were working at the International Centre where they had all the conferences and exhibitions and stuff on. And me and my mate went out. It was August, end of summer season, and we went out on this massive pub crawl around Bournemouth. And we were on the Diamond White. And I remember the next day, oh my God, I was ill. And they had this function on in the Bournemouth International Centre, and I can't remember, is it Princess Anne? I think it was Princess Anne. Princess Anne was there, and all these Bournemouth dignitaries. And my boss at the time, he was all right. He said, when you went in hungover, he punished you. And what he made me do, right, bear in mind, I've been on Diamond White all day the day before. He made me stand at the top of an escalator, right, a really busy escalator, and all these dignitaries and VIPs are coming up. He made me stand there holding a full tray of glasses of champagne and Bucks Fizz, and I can smell it. I'm like that. And flipping Princess Anne and what was his name, her husband, and all them walked past, and I'm there ready to faint. And I had to stand there, and it was awful. And I've never drunk Diamond White since. Thought I'd share that with you. Chris, Tim's brother arrived tonight, not on any lives yet. Tim's had family, hasn't he? I saw the end of his live one day this week. I can't remember which live it was, and the 2 little ones were there. And I caught it at the very end. I watched the last few minutes of it, and the little girl went, see, I would want to be here, like that. So, and Tim looked so happy. Good to hear his brother's over as well. It's a shame about the dancing jug. Now, they're back open, don't worry about it. Honestly, Daniel. Tim said his brother and his wife probably won't be on the lives. Not sure why not. Yeah, Bewley's New Forest. Yeah, I thought it was, mate. Thought it was. I haven't been there for a while. Beautiful there. That big lake you've got there. Beautiful. Good night. Remember, Cole doesn't have a drink problem. Honestly, he has no problem drinking. Bear in mind as well, people, there are certain people in the chat who introduced my daughter, my never drunk in her life daughter, to Guinness. And there is video evidence of her whacking back Guinness in the presence of certain people. That's all I'm saying. So it's not just me they lead astray, it's innocent youths. JBM, I met her with Bogdan when I was in Bournemouth. Yeah, I saw the picture, mate. You sent me a picture. What pub was that in, Jake? Because me and Eric were trying to work out what pub it was in. Thanks, Scott. No worries, Pam. Happy New Year to you. Blast Away's called Diamond White and Castaway. Castaway, remember Castaway? Flipping heck. When I've been out drinking, Eric got me drunk and I was almost sick on Black Sambuca. Special K was a cider too. Yes, Special K was in the little black bottles, wasn't it? The red K on. And I met Emily Louise. Oh my God, Special K. Flipping heck. Cool. And that lemonade hooch. Love the top behind you. Bought loads from CD Tenerife Shopping Simon last time I was over. Oh, nice one, Gordon. Thank you. Yeah, Gordon, Saf got me this one for Christmas. She bought it online and had it shipped. So it arrived just in time for Christmas. So, yeah, I keep meaning. I brought it in on Christmas Day to show everybody on the live, and it's been here since. I keep meaning to go and hang it up with me others. Thank you, Gordon. Chris, do you work in a TV shop? Yeah, they're all knockoff ones, Deborah, so don't buy one off him. Diamond White was lethal, especially after drinking lager. I had some blackouts on it, so it became sensitive. What was it? Oh, snake bite cider. What was snake bite? Cider and lager. The snake bites down in the big bar here, Walkabout. They used to do snake bite Sunday, where a pint of snake bite was £2, and everybody used to get totally off their head on £2 pints. That wasn't too long ago either. Snake bites, cool. Cole, you remember that holiday park I stayed in at Poole you drove me back to? Yeah, Rockley Park, mate. There was all the helicopters out over that yesterday. Harry, hello there. Lovely to meet you all. May I ask the topic here? There's no topic, Harry. We're just having a casual chat, mate. Chip in with whatever you want. We're talking about booze, which is the main topic of conversation because we've got a lot of people in from Dublin. No offence. We're talking about where we're going on holiday, which is the usual main topic. And we're just basically ripping into each other, mate. So feel free to join in. We're all largely unoffendable, and we're all largely inoffensive. Most people have met each other in real life. Some haven't. Those who haven't think, Christ, what we're getting into. And I normally go live on a Tuesday a lot earlier, but I thought nothing to do tonight, so I'll go live on a Thursday. So you're more than welcome, mate. Where are you from? Cole Saff is stunning. Thank you, Chris. Takes after her dad. Thank you. I'll pass that on to her. She thought the world of you and Dion, mate. She thought the world of all you that night. She had a great laugh that night. Speaking, I tell you, here's another couple who've got away with not being mentioned on Leading Astray. The couple we've all forgotten, Dave and Julie Butler, who are the world's worst. The world's worst. They haven't got a channel yet, right? But the world's worst for leading people astray. If there's ever anybody who leads people astray, it's them pair. Tell me I'm wrong. Thank you, Chris. JBM, I feel like people try to control my lives and the content of the record, so I've just started ignoring certain people in the comments or talking lives. It's the best way. Jake, your live, your channel, you do what you want, bro. Don't let anyone sort of sway your either side. Good to listen. It's good to hear people's opinions and people's discussions and debates, like we are now, who leads you astray. But I think on the whole, I think most people are pretty chilled and just out for a laugh. Humour is the best tool, JVM. No, Chris, not the road. Just remembered you on Tim's lives ages ago. You was in the chat with a telly on. Yeah, Chris is our TV guru. Pernod and Black Currant. Oh, Stuart, do you know, I was telling Saf the other day, there's a mate of mine who lives in Thailand. He's been in the chat a couple of times. We call him Sparky. His real name's Simon. He lives in Thailand now. But his birthday party years ago, he'll kill me for telling you this. He's good, honestly, he won't appreciate me telling you this. But his parents hired his community centre on the estate we all lived on, and it had a bar in his community centres do. And he used to drink Pernod and blackcurrant, but he'd top it up in a it looked like this. He'd top it up in a half pint glass with cider. So he'd have like Pernod blackcurrant cordial and draft cider in a pint glass. And I think it was his 18th. Was it his 18th or 21st? I can't remember. I think it'd have been his 18th. Obviously, all the lads, we got him blattered on Pernod cider and black. And he disappeared to the toilets, and we went in. It's about 11 o'clock at night now, whatever time. And the whole gents' toilet was basically, imagine that all over the walls. It was that, and it stunk of Pernod. And all I remember is, I mean, I'd had a few myself. All I remember is was his mum, his poor mum, who's lovely, and his sister, and I think it was his auntie or somebody, basically with like mops and cloths cleaning it off the walls and cleaning it off the cubicles. Lethal Pernod and black, but yeah, he used to top it with cider, and it looked like that. It went the same sort of colour as that. Sounds proper. Cheers, Harry. Southwest. Oh, nice one, mate. You're being battered by the storms, mate. Is that Southwest England? Sounds proper. If you want a drink, try Trojan Horse, Coke or Pepsi mixed with Guinness. I'm not sure you should mix anything with Guinness. I know some people put a dash of blackcurrant in it, don't they? And there's a lad down here who drinks a bottle of WKD, you know that blue shit? Little bottles in it, WKD. I don't know what it's, vodka and blue stuff in it. He drinks that in a pint glass topped up with Guinness. I think you should, to get the Irish people back on side, I'm sure they'll agree with me. Guinness should be left well alone. No problem, Chris. Chris's tellies aren't nicked, by the way. He is the TV guru. Chris, put a note to your company in if you want, or send me a link or something, and I'll give you a push, mate, if you want. Hooch was my downfall. I was sick all down someone's new white trousers. Wow. Harry, may I ask where you are there? I'm in Bournemouth, Harry. Bournemouth in Dorset. I'm presuming Harry's your real name. I'm in Bournemouth in Dorset, mate, right in the centre of Bournemouth. But the other people in the chat, we've got people in Ireland, Dublin, Ireland. We've got people in Yorkshire, JBM. I don't know where he is tonight. He's either on his travels in some random hotel or he's at home sort of over London way. Who else we got? We've got people in Scotland, Edinburgh, people over in Sussex. Just flicking through. Who else we got? Tenerife, yeah, got Yorkshire. All over the place, mate. All over, mainly UK and Ireland. But we do have the odd sort of person from Spain in and the odd American and stuff like that. So, yeah, whoever comes in, mate, whoever comes in, you're more than welcome. Crampton and more. Got a website, Chris? Crampton, not now. Crampton and more. Oh, you caught fair. Oh, no, straight on Google, mate. Let's have a look at Chris's website. Looks very impressive, mate. There you go. Keep that next time. Telly goes. Yeah, D was mad with me on last holiday. I've got to act normal on next one in March. I'm not having any of it, Chris. Right, where was I? Yeah, hooch down the white trousers. Wow. Why is it when somebody's sick or they throw a drink or whatever, it's always on a white surface, isn't it? It's always on white clothes or a white wall or a white tablecloth. Plans this year, Lanzarote next couple of months, Tenerife, June. Nice. Lanzarote Christmas to New Year. Oh, nice one, Sean. What are my plans? I haven't got a clue. All being well, Tenerife March. May, a little surprise visit somewhere, hopefully. Portugal, possibly end of March. But that's only for a very quick, literally 1, maybe 2 nights. I haven't really got any further than that. Beach Boys again. I'm going to go see the Beach Boys again. I think that's in June or July. I can't remember the date. That's only in Southampton. Fatboy Slim in Cornwall in August. Fatboy Slim in Brighton in June or July. But in terms of going abroad, I've not really made anything concrete this year. But there will be trips. There will be trips. I want to get back to Lanzarote again at some point. Similar to yourself, Sean. Definitely, I want to get Saf over to Lanzarote. To say we were planning this month or next month, but with her exams now, she's also got her MRI end of the month as well, so we cannot miss that. Her MRI falls on the 30th, which was smack bang in the middle of when we were before Christmas. We were planning to go. I think her exams end about the 25th, 26th, something like that. So I said, right, get your exams out of the way, and we'll go. We'll do Lanzarote, possibly another island. The MRI date came through a couple of weeks back, so that snookered that. And her mum's visiting her as well at that point as well. So don't really want to be away for MRI. Little bit of news I said I had for you. She heard from Brighton University today, so they're on the ball. They're asking her for more information for her application, which is a good thing. So she's getting that together in college tomorrow. So I'll keep you all posted. Brighton University is a preferred university, so they've come back to her already. She only applied about, I think it was, can't remember, week before Christmas, just before the Christmas shutdown, and they've already got back to us. So that's very positive. Fingers crossed. Yeah, so but other than that, go abroad. I'm open to suggestions. I want to do Benidorm. Looking at doing Benidorm with another vlogger. Keep your eyes peeled for that. Lanzarote want to go back to, and maybe somewhere a little bit different. Who knows? Thank you for the story. Needed that chuckle. Oh, mate, Harry, you'll hear all sorts in these lives, mate. Don't worry about it. Why do so many people in the pubs not wash their hands? What's your thoughts on that, Carl? I remember one pub, they have someone in there making sure you did. I think people who don't wash their hands in pubs are grotty, but they probably do when they're drunk and they forget. Green chartreuse, that was strong, wasn't it, that, Stuart? Flipping heck, chartreuse. Wasn't that about 50% alcohol? Guinness or Murphy's? Prefer Guinness, but Murphy's is nice if it's served right. Chris, there you go. Chris is in Sheffield. Had a few good bevies with Scotsman Kevin Tenerife in November. Keeps me out late. Good shout, Keith. Now there's another one, right, who goes under the radar for keeping people out. He's like Ann and David. In his eyes, everybody else keeps him out, but he keeps you out. Does Kevin? He's potentially lethal. Is Kevin on a night out, especially when he's with his clan. Top bloke, Kev. Scotsman Kevin, absolutely top bloke. Love him to bits. There you go. Pam Domains in Wales. We had, can't remember, we had somebody else in from South Wales before, didn't we? JBM's in Croydon. Jamie Priest, Jamie Priest, where are you? I can't pick up a glass, so I just play memory if I get pissed. Jamie Priest, you're South Wales, aren't you? Sennons County Mayo, yeah, that's it. Cheers, Col. Alan Homemade Vlogs has purchased. Nice one. Next time my telly gets smashed, Chris, I'll be getting one off you. I bought this one back in December. 2 years ago, I had this one. I went to Tenerife and Saf's mum was staying at my place looking after Saf at the time. And she had her little kids with her. And one of them smashed me telly while I was away. I was gutted. A big 60-inch job. So I came back and I ordered this one off of Argos. Telly's a telly to me, mate. You know what I mean? But I'll get one off you next time. Lovely to meet you all. Regarding the storm, nothing here. I think the Met got the postcode wrong. Yeah, Harry, I've got mates down in Cornwall, North Cornwall, and they've had it bad. I was saying earlier, mate, Padstow had winds of 120 mile an hour plus before. Certain parts of Cornwall have been hit really badly. I've got videos that people have sent me from Newquay. There's like Aldi trolleys have been blown up the street and fences and all sorts have gone. And top north of Cornwall, sort of, I think from St Agnes up to the Devon border has been hit pretty bad. I'm not sure about the south coast. It sounds like the Channel Islands have had it pretty rough as well, mate. So good that you've escaped the worst, though, mate. I'm loving the Digi Action 5 Pro Master upgrade. Yeah, Action 5 Pro is good camera, mate. I get more out of my Pocket 3, though, to be honest, but I've not really used it 5 for what it's built for yet. March the 14th, Cold D and Saffron cocktails again. Yeah, me and you can stay under the radar, mate. Trisha, you keep missing my question. Sorry, Trisha. I do keep missing it. I don't see it. Where is it? Ask me again, Trisha, in capital letters, and I'll look for it. I haven't got my laptop with me instant thing on tonight because everyone's behaving themselves, so I turned it off. I decided I want to do better hotels, so that won't keep missing me. I'm off to Fuengirola. Nice. For a few days mid-February. A Christmas present from my partner, Angie's daughter. Oh, nice one. Nice one, Keith. I was meant to go there a few years ago. Literally, we had the flights booked and everything. I was meant to go with a load of them from one of the pubs I work in with the old landlady and all the regulars. And then COVID hit and they cancelled, obviously, so didn't go. I'd love to go for Fuengirola. I'm going to see one of your favourite artists, David Essex, in September. Deborah, you'll have a great time. He's really good. If you're into him, he had the audience eating out of his hand. Obviously, you know, you've got to be into him, which I'm not particularly. I didn't think he was bad. It's just not my cup of tea. But what a performer. He's absolutely fantastic. He's effortless. He stands there. He doesn't do anything, but he stands there being David Essex. You'll have a great time. Brilliant. Thank you, Carol. Kev likes a drink. Kev loves a drink. I felt like I was trying to please everyone by doing what he wanted, not realising it wasn't, and it isn't benefit my channel. I go, Jay, listen, just make videos. I've said this to you a million times, right? Carry on doing what you're doing. Just enjoy it. Have a laugh. Don't worry. Don't be under any pressure with YouTube. The worst thing you can do is put yourself under any pressure whatsoever, right? Just go out, make your videos and have a laugh and enjoy doing it. Don't worry about whether you're going to get a million views. Don't worry about whether someone's going to slag off your thumbnail. Don't worry about if you miss a day and you haven't put a video up. Don't worry about it. Don't worry if you're not going to make a load of money, right? So just make sure you do the best you can to your ability and have fun doing it. And the rest will follow. How about going to Ibiza? Do you know what? When I said before, little surprise destination, Deborah, you must have been reading my mind because that's what I actually had in mind. I did Magaluf last year, sort of retracing a few of my steps from my misspent youth. And Ibiza was one of the ideas I had this year, funnily enough, doing San An, just showing, like I did with my Magaluf videos, you know, trip down memory lane and all that. Just doing Ibiza, going into a couple of clubs, seeing who's still about from the old days and all that, you know, and just having a bit of a laugh with it. Yeah, I might do. Good shout, Deborah, to be fair. There's not a lot there now in terms of the West San Antonio. I saw Kev's video. I think it was a Kev or somebody did a video in San Antonio. They've done it up a little bit, but all the good old bars aren't there in numbers these days, you know, like down the West End. But there's a couple of the big clubs that are still there, but quite pricey, isn't it? Yeah, it might do. Ibiza. Used to love going to Ibiza. Nationwide delivery, says Chris. Nice one. Stu Don is in Fife near St Andrews. See, we're all over the place. Jamie Priest. Jamie, why did I have it made you from South Wales? Is it Pontefract you're from, Jamie? Pat Moran, Anne, David and myself had a fantastic evening out with Kevin. It was fantastic. I was the first to leave. They stayed out all night. Maybe you're onto something, Col. Only messing Anne. I think you bang on right, Pat. Padstow, is that where Rick Stein's ship is? Yeah, it's where he's from. Stuart. Padstow is his sort of base originally. when he was like Mr. TV, they actually nicknamed it Padstein because he opened his restaurant, which was like the sort of subject of his first TV series when he was the big fish chef. And then he opened up like a little bistro, which was actually really nice. Went there with Saf's mum years ago. And then he had I think like a fish and chip shop as well. And then he opened up, he had about 5 or 6 different establishments around Padstow. So yeah, that's where he's from. They've got the lobster. If you ever go to Padstow, there's the National Lobster Hatchery as well, where it's like a lobster farm, and they show you how the life cycle of a lobster, and then they release them into the sea. So that's worth a visit. Yeah, but yeah, that exactly that shirt is where he's from. Keep going. We like Costa del Sol, mostly Benalmádena or Torremolinos, though. Yeah. See, I'm not travelled. I'm not well travelled like you lot. You know, I've just been to the dodgy resorts in my misspent youth and growing up and getting old. I've just been to your Tenerifes and your Magaloufs and your Ibizas. I've never sort of gone to likes of Greece or Benalmádena and all that purely because I'm used to going to like pound a pint nightlife. Maybe I should. No problem, Cole. Send you a messenger. Ari, help I need with my Facebook page. Explains. Sorry, Tricia. I thought you meant you'd put a question in the chat. I do remember now. Yes, I'll have a look at it. I haven't got through all my messenger messages yet. That'll be in the next day or so while I'm reined in. Yeah, I will do. I'm no Facebook expert, but I'll have a look for you. Yeah, defo. Chris Godfrey going to Ibiza in August. Nice one, mate. South Yorkshire, but nobody can tell with my voice. Jamie Euro. I was always a Canary Island winter, Mallorca summer, and a mix of Pateros in Cyprus, Costa del Sol, or Albufeira in October. Yeah, nice one. Yeah. Never been to Cyprus either. I've got loads of mates who swear by Cyprus. A few years ago, there's a group of mates who come to the karaoke nights now and again, and they said, we're going to Cyprus for a week. Do you fancy coming? I went, yeah, I'm up for that. And they were planning this big week away in Cyprus. And it got to about a month. We were just on the verge of booking it about 2 months before. And they said, right, yeah, we land on such a day and we go straight to this karaoke bar. Then we go to this karaoke bar. Then we go to that karaoke bar. So we spend every night in karaoke bars. And it put me off because I didn't want to spend a whole week in karaoke bars with people who sing at me karaoke. Lovely people, but I didn't want to spend a week's holiday listening to what I get paid to listen to. So I didn't go. Well, I forget where about in Cyprus. It might have been Pateros. There we're going. Jay's off to Newquay Wednesday. They might have put it all back together by then, Jay. Getting the coach back as the train, 69 road. Turkish lira. I changed the curry to Turkish because it's a lot cheaper. Wow. There's a top travel hint. Nice one, Jay. Hopefully Newquay's not been blown away by Wednesday. If you want any good pubs to go in Newquay, Jay, let me know. I'll give you a list. It used to be I lived there for 4 years in Newquay. 4 years I lived in right in the town. And I used to live there in 1993 in a camper van on a lay-by in Newquay. I was there for 6 months living in a camper van. Surf City. Call, I'm 90 off 1,000 subs. D said I'd never make it. Oh, mate. We know you'll do it, Chris. Right, in that case then, let me get a link. Go to channel. People, what we're going to do, share, copy link. What I want everyone to do is let's get Chris to 1,000 by clicking on this link because he's a top bloke. There you go. If you've not subscribed to Mr. Chris Godfrey, if you can please subscribe to Chris. He's 90 away from 1,000 subscribers, which will get him monetized, hopefully, if he's got the watch hours as well, which he surely has, the amount he puts up. Loads of Tenerife stuff on his channel and other stuff he's got on there as well. And he's a top human. So go and subscribe to him. Let's get him a little bit closer to the 1,000. Keep going, Chris. You'll get there. I'm the same as Chris Rotherham. Oh yeah, Pontefract, West Yorkshire, innit? Jamie, I do apologise. I had it in my head you were from South Wales. I don't know why. I'm thick, aren't I? Not fancy Madeira, Cole. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind, mate. Is there much there though? Again, I'm going on Scotsman Kev's videos. He went there and he didn't seem too sort of sold on the place. And Kev and I have the same sort of mindset about holiday places. So I tend to look at a lot of his videos and judge where I'm going to go by that. I know you shouldn't, but I do. He did Madeira, and it didn't seem to be a great deal there. It's a sort of place, would I want to spend a week there? You know, I've got to be honest with you, Lanzarote, right? I think Lanzarote is absolutely spectacular. I think it's beautiful. Fuerteventura is the same, but Lanzarote is like a step busier and bit bigger in it than Fuerteventura. But it's not as busy and mad as Tenerife. Now, when I went to Lanzarote last year, I was there for 5 days. And I was with a group of lads and I was doing my own thing, staying in a camper van and all that. And it was great. Loved it. First time I'd ever been to Lanzarote. And I fell in love with the place. Beautiful beaches. And then one day, I was staying in Costa Teguise, which is the top bit. And then one day I went down Puerto del Carmen. The videos are on the channel. I did like a couple of walks and I did a live in Puerto del Carmen. And I thought it's absolutely amazing. What a great resort Puerto del Carmen is. Very clean. Lovely restaurants, locals are friendly, and I will go back very soon. I feel bad I've not been back already, especially going to Tenerife so much. But, and here's me but, would there be enough there for me to spend a week there, especially with staff? Because I'm not a sit by the pool or sit on the beach person. I like to be out and about, you know, doing excursions and drive. I always hire a car. I like to drive around now. So in theory, yeah, Lanzarote, of course, is enough to do for a week. You've got the national parks and all this and the other. But would it be enough? Would there be enough there to go for a week and then another week again later in the year and next year? In my heart of hearts, no. Because I think like once you've been to Lanzarote too, I'm wrong. I'm probably doing it disservice, but see what I'm trying to say. Tenerife, you can go and go and go and go and go and go. I'm guessing the same people with Benidorm. You can go back and go back and go back, and you've still not seen it all. Lanzarote, I do think once you've been a couple of times, you've seen everything, and if you're happy just to go and chill out and not look for something new, it's great. Now, would I go? Same with Madeira. Would I go and would I enjoy a full week there? You know what I mean? Because I don't just go to make videos. You know, I didn't see any nightlife on Kev's video. Nothing worth noting anyway. You know what I mean? I like my 3 o'clock bars, don't I? You know what I mean? Just me being ignorant. Cole, really, my first holiday abroad was to Ibiza. Loved it there. I had a holiday romance while I was there. I wonder if Dave Travelon was my rep. Hey, might have been. Don't know what year he was a rep there. Going back a few years ago, though. Flipping heck. Your first holiday romance. Can you remember his name? Hope you behave yourself, Deborah. Have I spoken to Bryony lately? Says John. Breaking news. I did. When I started ploughing through my messages after the live the other night, Bryony did send me a message over Christmas just saying hi. So I did reply, but I've not had a reply yet. Not had a reply. I did tell her people were asking about it. There you go. Didn't know you had a channel. Now you do. Keith Glasgow, you'd love Prataras, Cole. Good restaurants, bars of live music and nightlife. Most great beaches, 15 minutes away from Iron Napa. Oh, nice one. Iron Napa, you see. Yeah, I've got a mate who's trying to get me to go there. One of the girls who works in one of the bars, matching manager of one of the bars I work in, she went last year. She had an absolute fantastic time. And she said, you know, it's not quite like it was years ago, like everywhere's gone, but it's still lively. Prataras, that's where she went. You hit me with it now, Keith. She said, come on, let's go. You can do videos. So, yeah, maybe. JVM, nice one. Handy tip from JVM. Thanks, Cole. No worries, Chris. No problem, mate. I'll say nice. I'll love to Safi. Thank you, Trisha. Yeah, we're going to head off in a bit. I've been on long enough, I think. I will do. Thank you, Trisha. Trisha, I'll have a look at you. I'll plow through tomorrow. I'll get your Facebook message up, Trisha, and I'll have a look. JB, you know, Colin, if I do a review, I don't go out my way to say something bad and egg about it, but if my mouth starts spitting stuff out about it not being good, it's because it didn't hit the mark. Hey, fair enough. If you've generally gone in somewhere, right, and you've not enjoyed it or something's happened and you do a bad review, I think it's fair enough. No problem with that. But if you're just going in somewhere to slate it to get views, then you need shooting. Senna Murphy coming back on board. Gran Canaria, terrible, boring. Tenerife is king. Nice one. See, again, similar to Lanzarote, innit? Gran Canaria, and I'm going by videos here, and I know videos are good to judge and to have a sample, but there's no substitute for being there yourself, because you might find something that just clicks with you, like I did with Lanzarote. For me, the big thing with Lanzarote, weirdly enough, wasn't the nightlife. Puerto del Carmen had what seemed to be superb bars. He had the Irish bars, had the disco bars, right at my street. But what clicked with me with Lanzarote, way more than that, was the beaches. The beaches were absolutely phenomenal. The beaches, especially on the west side of the island, the one I went to, Fermata, where I did the little live, I was gobsmacked. They beat anything I've ever seen on Tenerife. I've got to say it. The beaches on that side of the island were absolutely phenomenal. If you're into your windsurfing and your water sports and just the basic scenery, they were breathtaking. Some of Fuerteventura's got good beaches. So what we're saying is, suppose there's no substitute better than being there yourself, because you don't have to go back if you don't like it there. Somebody said something similar before. There you go, Jamie. Subscribe to Chris. Yeah, go on, subscribe to Chris, everyone. Let's get him near 1,000. Then he'll be monetized, and then when he goes to Tenerife, he can buy everybody a drink. I did Tenerife, but it's not as clean or as nice as Lanzarote. I'm with you on that, Pat. Lanzarote is beautifully clean, isn't it? Each their own, and going back on the 21st. Nice one, mate. Nice one. Madeira's no nightlife, Cole. Well, our night. Oh, there you go. Scott Kev's in. His ears were burning. Scott, no nightlife, Cole. Well, our nightlife 3 a.m. I remember your videos, Kev, because it was. Isn't Madeira? Am I thinking have I got the right place? Madeira's one with the airport where it's got like a very short runway and it's dodgy whether you can land. Is that? I'm sure I've got the right place. And I remember you walking around, mate, because you met a group of kids, didn't you? Who had their own channel or their own business or something. I'm sure that's a place. And I remember thinking, he's going to run out of pubs. Good to have you in, Kev. Happy New Year. Hope you're well. Hope you're good, mate. Just telling Cole about Protaris. You love it there as well. Kevin. Scott's good. Nice, very quick. Scott's going well. We're happy with the match tonight. I'm sure Kev will give us his views. Not bad, Pat. Well out of the title race. Yeah, top 4 at best, aren't we? I think. Had we won that tonight, that'd have given me hope. If we go on a very good run now, it'll give me hope. But I can't see us going on a run. So I think if we carry on as we are, then we'll be good for the top 4. Which, given how we were last year and what we've spent, I don't think is really what we wanted. It's good, but it's, if it was a school report, it should do much better. Don't know what you think, Kev. Thanks, Cole. Hey, Chris. Oh, Chris, no need to do that, mate. You've already whacked it in once, but thank you, mate. Thank you. It'll go in a pot for Saf, okay? Thank you so much, mate. Steve H is in. Evening, Steve. How are you? Louise Parks. Thank you, Louise. Before you go, Louise, I haven't forgotten. I keep meaning to do a little trip in my hallway with the thing. You know what I'm on about. I'll do it and I'll put it up as a short. I'm just plowing through the video backlog I've got with B&L. And I'll get it done. Thank you, Louise. Thanks for popping in. Hi, Steve. How is Johnny Vlogger? Have you heard from him? Yeah, he's a better man to ask. Kevin, let's hope Bradley injury not too bad. It didn't look good, did it? Didn't look good at all. His way he fell, I think he sort of got his foot stuck, didn't he, in the cut of the grass by the looks of it, and then he sort of fell awkward, and then he got rolled off the pitch. There we go. Right, 26 in. Hit the thumbs up. Do you know what, guys? It is 20 to 12. I didn't mean to stay on this long. I was only going to do half an hour, just see how everybody was. Massive thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the chat. between now and the end of the month, I think those of you weren't in the chat or weren't listening on Tuesday. My work nights are going to become a little bit irregular between now and the rest of the month. So me lives, I might not be able to do the regular Tuesday live as I've done most of last year. So for example, this week we did the Monday one. I could have done Tuesday, but Saf and I stayed out. We didn't get back till late. So there will be more lives. There'll probably be more lives than usual, but they might not be regular Tuesday. Does that make sense? It'll just be a bit random like tonight. And you're all more than welcome to join in, okay, and give it your worst. I'll try and get one done over the weekend. I'll do a late night live over the weekend and maybe an early evening one as well, but definitely a late night one. And as I said, I've got a backlog of vlogs. I've got about another 2 or 3 from Tenerife from December to put up before I went down with the lurgies. And I've got some local stuff that I've done as well. And then I'm back out next week doing some local stuff as well. And then I can, once I get sat for exams, I can get abroad and do some Scotsman Kev videos, can't I? You know what I mean? So thanks for popping in. Do appreciate it. Steve H, sorry, we're just off now. Past Arsenal teams would thrash the current team. Yeah, mate, tell you. Appreciate the shout out. No problem, Chris. Do the board. Jay, the board, right? I'm not going to do it because it won't change much. I've only put one vlog up since I last did it. So just imagine that. I don't think the subs have gone up in any massive, dramatic way. Let's have a look. 9192 on the subs, still the same. Views. I'll tell you what they are, but I'll do the board next week. The views are 1,730,000. So in 2 days, it's gone up by about 3,000. And the watch hours, again, we're only gone up 147,050. There you go. It's gone up by about 500,000. There you go. But I'll do the board. We'll do the board once a week, and then we can see the difference better then, can't we? I think that'll be nicer. Kevin, are you sneaking to meet Gypsies and Dave next week? There we go. Night all, everyone. Nice to chat with you. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Pam. He texted me Boxing Day, and that was the last I heard. Oh, well, he's still alive. It's Johnny Vlogger in it. You know what I mean? He ain't going anywhere. Cheers, Keith. Catch you again soon, everyone in the chat. Thank you all. Those of you living in the south and southwest and wherever, take care of the weather. Those of you up north and in the Midlands, watch the snow. Thanks, Col. Love to Saf. Thank you, Anne. And we'll catch up separately at some point, I'm sure. Night, Col. Thank you. Nice to see you live. Thank you, Deborah. Appreciate you popping in. Not sure. Pat got some issues. No, Kev. Listen again. I'll catch up with you separate, Kevin. We'll have a chat, mate. Hope you're okay. Has Lanzarote put in drop pavement yet? As in for wheelchairs, Jamie. I thought they always had them. I thought it was an EU regulation. Wow. Drop a message if you want, Jamie. If you subscribe to a channel called Gypsy Souls, they're over there now. Lovely couple. I'm sure you probably know them, Mark and Judy. They're in Lanzarote now, and they're there for a little bit of time. So subscribe to them and drop them a message. They'll be able to tell you, mate. Chris, thank you for donations, mate. Appreciate you popping in. I'll do everything I can for you, mate. If you need anything sharing or whatever, just drop me a message, mate, and get you to 1,000. Yeah, there's the other one. Pat mentioned him as well, Jamie. Travel On. He's in Lanzarote. Dave. He's even better placed to tell you about stuff like that because he's Mr. Lanzarote. He lives there and he knows all that sort of stuff. We're going to do the following week. I'm there. Cheers, Jay. JBM, thanks for popping in, mate. Take it easy. Let me know where you're up to. Night, everyone. Thank you, Carol. Cheers, Call for great life. Stay safe. Thank you, Pat. Kev, Scott's Kev, thanks for popping in. Do appreciate it, mate. Take it easy. Catch you all soon. Thanks, everyone. Before you go, hit a thumbs up on the way out. Subscribe if you've not done so, or if you're watching on catch up. The other vloggers in the chat, we had Scott's Kev, who just come in, Chris Godfrey, Tenerife Tez. There's loads of them in there. JBM. All those have got channels. I'll put some links up. Subscribe to them as well. Support everyone. Watch everyone's content. Take it easy with the weather. I'll be live at some point over the weekend. Possibly not tomorrow. Possibly Saturday or Sunday. And a late night live as well. And I've got some vlogs coming. Thanks, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your week. Take it easy. Love you all for me and Saf.